Get your popcorn ready because there's some canceling going on on comic book Twitter. And this is about the most shocking news maybe I've ever presented this year. The cancellation by comic book professionals is of Colin Kaepernick, the former 49ers quarterback who did the NFL kneeling, the woke activist. He wasn't very good at his job. Got canned because he was such a distraction for everybody on the field and then complained about it. Is now starting a comic book company. This is crazy, and the reaction is really, really fun. We're going to get to all the professionals' tweets in just a moment because this is awesome stuff. My name is John Delarose, everybody. I am the most trusted name in comics news with the Fandom Pulse right here. So make sure to sign up on Substack. That's in the description below. Make sure to join our community and hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube for all the fun comic news that we have. And I also create my own comics. I've got The Hidden Emperor on Kickstarter right now. If you like great comics with fun action adventure, good science fiction, go grab this. You will not be sorry. This is a sequel to my 2022 hit Overmind, which everybody loved. And you can get both books on here. And we're almost to that $22,000 threshold. Thank you guys so much for the support. Really been awesome with you all coming in. And like I said, in the description below. And I appreciate you guys for being real comics fans. So I guess Colin Kaepernick is a real comic fan in a way, but I'm smelling a little bit of a grift. I really am. He is starting some venture capitalist funded company revolving around comics, which is called Lumi AI. And with Lumi AI, they're going to help creators make comics easier, I guess. Now, I like tooling around with AI imagery and stuff like that. I use it for a lot of thumbnails on YouTube, but it really is bad for creating anything consistent at all. You really can't get it done. And so we'll see how this new AI project goes and if it's even possible for that to happen. This company smells very, very grifty. I went to the website and signed up for the wait list here on just to see what it's all about. And it is just a waitlist website at this point. There's nothing on it. But immediately it says free the creator, bring your stories to life. And it's got a black dude walking through a forest with a door in it. It's got a black girl, anime girl, looking at a phone with headphones. So I'm like, okay, not much to it. And here's Colin Kaepernick launches Lumi free to creators to democratize storytelling. Democratizing storytelling. What a weird headline here. So they have a press release, and that's literally all that's on here. And I guess they're in Las Vegas. They open it up with Colin Kaepernick, civil rights activist. It's okay. And he raised $4 million from big names, and these are big venture capital groups in Silicon Valley. So they just funded this probably to just get them off their backs. I mean, that's typically what happens with these civil rights activist grifters. And it's kind of a weird thing. Stories are fundamental to shaping our reality and better understanding our world. Currently, a few large corporations dominate the narrative landscape, limiting the diversity of stories told. Diversity. It's really funny because, Marvel and DC are basically throwing away their audiences in the name of diversity. But it does actually, I mean, if they're using diversity in the real sense, which I know they're not, they definitely are limiting the diversity of stories told. Everything at this point is just about a black lesbian chick, complaining about how she's a black lesbian chick. And I assume that's what Colin Kaepernick means by diversity as well. Not that he actually wants different stories out there that are actually diverse and different and interesting and creative, like this one. Probably would disavow this one. Let's be honest. So this opens a funnel enabling anyone to access storytelling superpowers, ultimately fostering a more inclusive and equitable world. This is how I know it's totally a grift, right? So we just got $4 million to run some random AI company into the ground is what's going to happen. Like I said, I can't wait for, I signed up, so I'm going to tool around with this and laugh at it when it does come out. Stories don't exist without creators. We all suffer when creators can't bring their stories to life. Well, that sounds nice. So democratize storytelling, providing tools for creators to turn their ideas into finished products, as well as distributing and merchandising those stories, transforming creator into Disney. I don't want to be transformed into Disney. Uh-oh, geez. So leveraging AI tools, and that's about it. Creators face significant challenges, exploitation, lack of independence, Okay. It's really weird because it is more of an independent market than it's ever been. Like, I mean, you're not in the comic shops. I mean, if you work for Marvel and DC, of course you're not. But the opportunities for just a person like me just to make books are higher than ever. And the audience there is bigger than ever. It's been a really fun few last couple of years, and it's largely thanks to you guys. So it's really ridiculous. I don't understand the point of it. But it looks like as you read along with this thing, and I'm not going to read the whole thing because it is pretty boring, Colin Kaepernick couldn't figure out how to make either children's books or comics himself, and so he wants AI to do it for him. Is what it seems like. And so he's building this sort of platform in order to accomplish that. Now, the Comic Pros is where this gets really fun. And if you go to Bleeding Cool's article on this is where they all chimed in. They don't comment on my deal because they have to have the approved Whisper Network sources of news, of course. Mine's funnier. But you go into the sort of engagements here, and you can see where the Comic Pros kind of lose their minds here. So we'll just look at a few artists, photographer, no AI, and just use that $4 million to pay for writers and artists for your bloody book. Oh, gosh, what? Yes, of course. Daniel Kibblesmith, this is the guy who did the Safe Space internet gas thing that your boy Zach's been on about. If you guys missed that, this was a book Marvel Comics was coming out with for the new Warriors, and this was going to be the new Warriors here. We got Screen Time, and Screen Time got exposed to his grandfather's experimental internet gas. Then you got Snowflake and Safe Space, the non-binary twins right here. You have B Negative. The world is a vampire, and so am I. And then you've got Kimmy, who's just a fat black chick. That was fun. Never came out with it. Your boy Zach managed to get a PDF copy. Very, very funny watching his review the other day. But that's who's complaining about AI art now. Obviously not talented enough in comics to actually make comics that can compete with AI art. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. I think the mainstream industry, these B and C list writers and artists who just really don't have that much depth or talent or anything like that, are flipping the hell out about this. They're freaked out because they know that if something develops where you can create a consistent story, it's kind of better than what they're doing. I'm not worried about this because I know that there's no way anything on this is going to be better than what I'm doing. Pretty simple, right? But this is what it is. He says, I'm respectfully asking everyone to get out of comics if they don't enjoy the physical act of making comics. Oh, I'm not out here trying to replace the NFL with Madden simulations. Yeah, well, you're not really the NFL, bro. You're Snowflake and Safe Space and internet gas. Let's take a big step back about your talent level here, and that's why they're very, very scared. Obviously, that's I'd be threatened too if I was Daniel Kibblesmith, who can't even sell a book on his own merit as it is. But all these people, it looks like a lot of these come from the comic industry. This is a character artist complaining right here. How many comics can you publish with $4 million? Hoping for a swift, spectacular, money-draining failure from Hasbro and Lego video games, of course, 90s X-Men cartoon. And a lot of podcasters in on this stuff. John Lamb worked for Invincible and X-Men also. So you can see all these little C-lister. Mark Guggenheim's another guy. He's written for Spider-Man and the like. All these, this is disappointing to the point of infuriating. A true fan knows that AI has no place in comics. Oh, yes, stunning and brave. Kelly Thompson, who's the current darling over at Robert Kirkman's deal, making G.I. Joe into lesbians. Man, I have admired and respect Kaepernick for a long time, so this is really effing rough news to read. And as you can see, they're going full cancel on their guy, and they're big fans of him, even though he's really done and accomplished nothing. And this is just honestly, look at it. I mean, look at the page. It's obviously a grift. It's obviously not going to produce anything. So why are they even worried about it? It's just the term AI just throws them into a tizzy fit. And it's really funny to watch because you can see how insecure all these people are in the comic industry. They know that their talent level is just complete garbage, that they're being propped up for no reason other than their little diversity points and their little friend Whisper Network. And it's all crumbling apart in front of them as Colin Kaepernick has an AI dream. that he can make a comic with AI stuff. So ridiculous. But that's where we're at today, and this is they have the right to be nervous. Comics is failing. Everything in the comic shops is going very badly, and they can't even compete with people like me who just have done this for several years, building a fan base over here by myself without any corporation, without any support from these. In fact, quite the opposite. I've been blacklisted, and yet, this is where they're at. They live in a state of constant fear in the industry, and that's what we're fighting. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here, and do make sure to back the Hidden Emperor. Really appreciate you guys for all the support.